Hello everyone, Vicious here. It is August 6, 2015, and we are getting closer and closer to the 2015 NFL season, as well as the preseason. Training camp has started, and this is the first video I will be posting for my sports channel. So I guess a good way to start off as a huge Bills fan. Everyone is talking about the Buffalo Bills quarterback situation right now. That's really all they're talking about because every other position we have seems to be pretty, at least good. But that's the one big question mark. You don't have a quarterback, you can't, win, do anything. So I guess I will give my opinion as to who I think should be the 2015 Buffalo Bills starting quarterback. So right now they have four quarterbacks on their team. They have EJ Manuel, Matt Castle, Tyrod Taylor, and Matt Sims. So let's do a quick rundown of each quarterback, some strengths and weaknesses and whatnot. So we brought in Matt Castle as a veteran presence. We traded a seventh-round pick to the Minnesota Vikings for him, and we signed him to, I believe it was like $4 million contract or something like that, next 2 years or something. Matt Castle is somebody that has shown the ability to win games. He has brought a division championship to the Kansas City Chiefs in 2010 and led the Patriots to an 11-5 season when Tom Brady went down. He's somebody that can make the smart play, can lead a team the way that it needs to be done, and that's something that this team needs. Next, we have EJ Manuel, who this is now his third season. He's started, I believe, 10 games over the first 2 years under Doug Marrone. Now, obviously, will be under Rex Ryan and offensive coordinator Greg Roman. So, one thing that EJ has that Matt Castle doesn't is the mobility. He's a big guy, he's got all the intangibles of a great quarterback. He just has some accuracy issues. He'll make some. He's generally. He doesn't make too many mistakes. He makes more good plays, and he stays smart with the ball. And I honestly do think that Doug Marrone was not using him or the offense correctly at all. So that's one thing I believe that will change for EJ Manuel if he becomes a starter. Next is Tyrod Taylor, who is pretty much an unknown at this point. He's spent the past 4 years developing behind Joe Flacco in Baltimore and now has a shot to get a starting quarterback position. He is by far the fastest on the team, possibly the fastest quarterback in the league, Mike Vick 2.0, which in this offense could be very dangerous, knowing what Greg Roman had done with Colin Kaepernick back in San Francisco. So it's very possible that Tyrod Taylor could win it just on that part of it alone. So there's really not much I can say about his actual game because there's very limited game experience that he has. So just the potential for him to have learned very well behind a veteran presence, a Super Bowl MVP, gives him a shot. And then Matt Sims has just been a career backup, and I know he's been with the Jets, so I think he was just brought over by Rex Ryan, probably to be the third quarterback, whoever. So in my opinion, my honest opinion, out of those four quarterbacks, which in reality it's just going to be three because Matt Sims is not, I'd be very upset and got very scared if Matt Sims won the quarterback competition. In my honest opinion, I really think it should go to EJ Manuel. This is his, I know there's a lot of people that are just like, no, he's terrible, the accuracy, he's garbage, blah, blah, blah. Hear me out. So he limits his mistakes, which is really, in reality, that's the one thing you need to do in this offense. Don't turn the ball over. He does a pretty decent job at that. I know he had the one awful interception by J.J. Watt in last year, but let's face it, that's J.J. Watt over there, so it's not like it's some schmuck. But he is, he has spent when we brought EJ Manuel in, the original plan was for him to develop behind Kevin Kolb, And then Kevin Kolb ran into a rubber mat and had to retire. So that kind of threw EJ in there. And then, as I stated before, I don't really think Doug Marrone knew how to run an offense at all, and kind of screwed over EJ Manuel and just did not work to what was best for him. So I think honestly, Greg Roman will be able to work with EJ Manuel a lot better than he had in the past with his previous coaches. Um, also, like, it's his third year. Like, it takes 3, 4 years for quarterbacks to really start to get somewhere. We're in an era where, Andrew Luck, RG3, Russell Wilson, people are just expecting quarterbacks to just out of the air just become great. That's not how it's. No, it doesn't. It's not like that. That's the exception, not the rule. Like I said, he's only been 10. I think it's like 10 or 14, somewhere in there. He hasn't played a full season yet. Yeah, no, it was 10 games the first year and 4 games, so it's 14 games he's played. So he hasn't even played a full season yet, and people are ready to just throw this guy out. And I'm like, give him a full season, So that's the one thing that I think separates him and Matt Castle is what you're going to get with Matt Castle. You don't really know what you're going to get with EJ Manuel. If he can, get a full season under his belt and, allow the game to really, slow down for him. And I think it will have now that he has spent an entire year watching behind Kyle Orton. I think that he definitely has the opportunity to get better. Just give him a chance to. Like I said, he hasn't even played a full season yet. And if EJ Manuel wins the starting job, I honestly think they would keep Tyrod Taylor as the backup and release Matt Castle because, as stated, Tyrod Taylor could be very dangerous. I feel more dangerous than Matt Castle because of his legs. And if they get rid of Matt Castle, that would open up a lot of room in the cap room, which they want to sign Marcel Darius and Stephon Gilmore. So they got to do what they can to free up as much space as possible. And I think if they were to do that, they would be able to, at least have a better shot at signing those players. So with that being said, I think EJ Manuel is the best opportunity. Not saying he's the best quarterback right now, but because he has the best potential, in my opinion, to become better if he's given that game experience. So, with that being said, what is your opinion on who you think the Bills should have as their starting quarterback? Do you think it should be EJ, Tyrod Taylor, Matt Castle, Matt Sims? Please subscribe. I will be doing a bunch of more football analysis and reviews, not just on the Bills, but on several teams as well as a bunch of different, all sports as well, not just football. So, please subscribe, like, share, etc. Thank you very much. Have a great day.